Okay, everyone. I am excited today because we have Dr. Jennifer Gramith of Right Way Health and Wellness. I hope I said that correctly because I've been doing some Cabernet and some Burgundy lately. And we also have the LillyRose Botanical ladies. We have Rebecca Black and Kelli Bono. And with all these names that I have to remember, I am just ready to dance because we are going to learn and grow together why these cleansers and beauty products are good for our body. So it's time to put on our seatbelt and let's all dance. Let's all learn together.
The Lillian McDermott Show.
We love, we fear, bridges we burn, we make mistakes, then we live and learn. When life gets tough, and it seems like your best ain't good enough. If you're in need of hope, you know where I'll be right here. Right here, and when you need a friend, you can count on me. I'll be right here, waiting for
you. This is the place you can always turn to when you need a friend. The Lillian McDermott Show. To reach out to Lillian, visit her on the web at whenyouneedafriend.com. Now let's all learn together. Here's Lillian McDermott.
Hello, my listening and viewing friends. It's so nice we can meet each other on the air on this beautiful, best day ever. And for those of you who've tuned in for the first time ever to the Lillian McDermott Radio Show /classroom, just know I've been waiting for you. Please remember that this is a safe place where you can go to when you need a friend. It is my commitment to provide alternative ways to heal, and it is my mission to make awareness, responsibility, and truth a part of our everyday life. And I hope you, my listening, as well as my viewing friends, will feel empowered to embrace a new truth and live the life of your dreams. Now, today I'm really excited because this is something that's been in the making for quite some time. But when you combine the great teachers that come on the classroom and say the importance of having a toxin-free life, maybe eating organic or, doing things to detoxify your body, never in a million years prior to learning about LillyRose Botanicals would I have ever thought that beauty products would ever be a part of that could cause us problems. And then in comes this beautiful, beautiful doctor. Her name is Dr. Jennifer Gramith, who has been a teacher in the classroom, who has made us all aware of the importance of the lymphatic system and how they are our trash collectors. But sometimes we just don't know what kind of trash we're putting in our body. And so Dr. Gramith has this great announcement today. And so I said, come on down and share your announcement and why did you make this decision? And since it is our sole purpose in life to give and receive love and knowledge, I am so grateful that Dr. Jennifer Gramith, we have Kelli Bono and Rebecca Black of LillyRose Botanicals. And I am grateful that you're all here to do just that. Welcome, ladies, to the Lillian McDermott Radio Show classroom.
Thank you.
I'm telling you, all the names for today. So I apologize if I get your names incorrect because this is an exciting time. This is a real exciting time. And so, Dr. Gramith, thank you so much for coming on. And I just want you to as we get started, to talk about your background and what led you to be so fascinated and become an expert in the lymphatic system.
Well, my background goes back to traditional mainstream medicine. I worked in cardiology, oncology, and internal medicine as a nurse. And what shifted in my life was the disease process of cancer with my father. My father was diagnosed with lymphoma. He had tumors the size of grapefruit under his arms and like oranges in his abdomen, actually vice versa, oranges under his arms, grapefruit in his abdomen. He was a crop duster and had the pesticides directly spilled on him. So that shows you, how toxic it can be for your health. I mean, created cancer in my father. When you put things on your body or your skin, which is the largest elimination organ. Now, he was directly sprayed, but think about the accumulation of toxins day after day. And women, if you look up some research, women put over 250 known carcinogens and endocrine disruptors on their body every day.
Wow.
Yeah. So with our shampoos and our skincare and our makeup and the things that you make us feel beautiful, you know, it's killing us. And so as a lymphatic expert, and my specialty as a naturopath is working with patients to help them to restore health by impacting their immune system. And to impact the immune system, you have to decongest, declutter the lymphatic system, because it's the very structure that holds the immune system. And so, you know, it wasn't until years after getting involved in this field that I started to try to figure out, where are all these toxins coming from? Because you would have clients sit in front of you and say, well, I eat organic, I do this, I do that. And they're trying really hard to live that toxic free lifestyle. But at a closer look, we started seeing what they were putting on their body, with the mascara being mercury, with the tattoos, you know, they're all full of heavy metals, with the skincare, extremely toxic, endocrine disrupting agents. And you would wonder, and then they started wondering why they're having all these hormone issues and, you know, advanced breast cancer, and it just goes on and on. It's a downward spiral if you don't clean up your environment, the terrain of the body. And so I was really excited when I met all of these beautiful ladies at the ACIM conference. And I've tried, I mean, I will be honest with you, I have tried so many different natural products, and they are crap. They just didn't work for me and for, you know, other people that tried them. Not saying that all products are crap, but from the very moment that we tried these products, and we got our, you know, Dr. Schrader and I, we got our products right then. I mean, we were not waiting because you demoed it on us, and we were just like, oh, this is amazing. And so we started using it immediately. And I could tell a difference. I've never been so impressed, and it takes a lot to impress me because I'm very skeptical on things. I get so many things, you know, that run through my desk for people wanting me to look at and to observe and to promote. And if you know me, you know that I never do it. So you're actually one of the very first companies that I stand behind your product, and I believe in it because I use it myself, and I don't recommend anything that I have not tried and researched and tested. So I love it.
I am so excited. So LillyRose Botanicals, I have known them for a while, and I have to say this, I just want to say for those of you who are watching later on, this part 1 is going to be on the cleansers for LillyRose Botanicals. Part 2 will be on the makeup, which is amazing. And so, Dr. Jennifer Gramith, I saw a huge change in you. And once you started using the products, even that night we did the purple carpet, because there wasn't a red carpet, it was a purple carpet. You looked amazing, and you did your own makeup. You were going to have them do the makeup for you, but you did it. So let me introduce the ladies of LillyRose. We have Rebecca Black, and we also have Kelli Bono. So welcome, ladies, to the classroom.
So great being here.
So let's start with Kelli. Kelli, a little bit about your background and how LillyRose came about.
Yes. So Jen, I kind of got teary-eyed hearing your story about your dad, and my story is almost like the same. So 10 years ago, my dad got diagnosed with cancer, and then within 3 months, he was gone. And that really started the quest and the thirst, and knowing that there's been a history of cancers in my family, of why do some people get sick, why do others not? And I just remember, you know, all of a sudden, you know, learning about the chemicals that we put on our skin and body. And at the time I had, you know, I was in love with a company that was natural based, but it was half natural and then half toxic.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like the beeswax, you know what I mean? Everybody was like, they're so natural, they're so great, they're so organic. And it wasn't until I started to take a deeper dive into ingredients and really reading labels. And I was like, whoa, this is not that great. And then it led me to another company that I was really excited about. But they use synthetic fragrances. And then, you know, it's like kind of as they evolved. And then one day God just gave me the stream, and it was like, you're to like do this and create something beautiful and powerful. And it's supposed to be to really keep people safe, you know? And so we only use essential oils when we fragrance, which is so beautiful. It's so rare, you know, but it's so beautiful when you think about. And so my story is very similar to you, Jen. I feel like as you know better, you do better. And sometimes that moment of absolute horrific, even just hearing you speak about your father brought up so much emotion in me, but just those moments of absolute where you think you're devastated. I feel like God always turns that sometimes into your biggest like destiny and your dream, and for it not to be in vain, you know, for that moment of absolute pain has led me here. And the reason we're all here, and the reason you probably even changed your course in life, you know? So that's the story. So the moment of my deepest. Yeah.
Thank you. And then we have Rebecca Black.
I am.
and you also are very particular about the ingredients too. So share a little bit about your background before we start talking about the cleansers.
Yeah, so I am a licensed cosmetologist, salon owner for the past 15 years. And for me, I started noticing my clients being diagnosed with these cancers. And, you know, I've lost, now we're at Saturday, I actually just went to a celebration of life for another one of my clients who passed away at the age of 66 from cancer, and they never found her primary cause, and they'd been treating her for, you know, ovarian and cervical cancer, and it still just continued to take over her body. But as my clients began to start being diagnosed with cancers, you know, I myself wanted to know, like, what causes this? What causes this? What causes this? What contributes to it? Why do some people, you know, don't have any problems and some people do? And I learned that the majority of what we're putting on our skin, you know, because our skin is our body's largest detox organ. It is the biggest organ of the body. And I just had someone ask me one day if I knew about the toxicity of the products that I was not only using on my clients, but that I was using on a regular basis. And so I just really started searching for better, cleaner solutions that worked on the professional level that I was accustomed to getting the results for myself and for clients. And so whenever I really struggled to find something that actually worked, I had a little bit of product development under my sleeve already. I had developed some organic juices, and so I had a little bit of the manufacturing experience, and I just turned that whole knowledge base into more of the product development side of it so that I could have better solutions in the professional salon industry for me and my clients. So that was my passion in finding products that actually work. It's just like Dr. Gramith said, there's a ton of things out there that are natural and organic, and they really don't work. And so that was my passion behind, I can't create something, I can't stand behind something if it doesn't actually work.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that. So let's talk about what works for LillyRose Botanicals. What is the commitment that you guys have made in your products? And let's specifically now, let's talk about the cleansers, because part 2 will be about the makeup.
All right. So what really makes our system work here, you know, this is the oxygenating cleanser here. So this is a creamy organic aloe vera leaf juice based cleanser. And so aloe is clinically shown to boost your body's natural collagen production, but it's also very healing and it's very cleansing as well. And it's not irritating to most people. unless there is an aloe juice allergy that someone has. But it really is an effective cleanser, and it really melts all of your makeup and your environmental pollutants that we're exposed to on the regular. It gets all of that stuff off without stripping the skin's natural moisture barrier. And Dr. Gramith can probably share with you what her skin feels like after you just use the cleanser and how that compares to other cleansers that she has used.
Right. Yeah, you can definitely, that was one thing that I was very impressed with. I don't remember a time in the last few years that I could actually really feel my skin. Because once I cleansed, it felt smooth, but you could actually feel your skin, because I had used other types of cleansers that just felt heavy, and they felt like you're just putting something else on, and it left a film, like you had a film on your face. So I noticed really quickly that there was a huge difference in how it just totally cleansed the makeup off of my face and my neck. And then I noticed too that the brown spots I had on my neck, I started having like brown spots. They have almost completely disappeared.
Have you been did you use the balm?
I have been using the balm and the whole cleansing. I go all the way to my neck with that. So yes, I love it.
I wonder if that's what's helped with the brown spots too.
It may be, because I do it all, but I use the balm too. And I use sometimes the balm around my eyes and my neck and then hands. And I just need a big tub of it. My body in.
Forget the bath bombs, the little fizzy things.
Who needs those?
Balm.
Yes.
But no, it is. So that balm right there is so rich in organic rosehip seed oil, organic calendula oil, and organic moringa oil. And that is like the trifecta of your vitamins A, C, and E, which do they help with hyperpigmentation, like retinols. If you've heard of retinols and stuff like that, that's vitamin A. Retinol is a synthetic form of the vitamin A. Well, since we don't work with synthetics, we want the most botanically strong base of what has the highest content of this, of the retinoic acids really in there. And rosehip seed oil is it. And so that's why you notice such an amazing difference in the softness and the suppleness of the skin.
So these rose hips don't lie. So we'll move on to, that's a Shakira comment. Okay. So for those of you, okay. So then we have the beautiful mist and what most people would call a toner. So would you like to share, Rebecca, or?
So this is, again, organic aloe based and neroli flower water. So the neroli flower water is super high in antioxidants. And so it's like a moisture balancing mist for the skin. Most toners have alcohols and they end up drying your skin out, but not this one. This is like a botanical blast for the face. I call this like a vitamin spray for your skin, and you can even spray this in your hair too. So I love this. It feels so good. Dr. Gramith, what is your review of this neroli mist?
Exactly. I love it because I feel so hydrated after I use it. And I do use it in my hair. I've noticed that it just helps with all the frizzy little flyaways and just, so much better. So that I use every day, face, neck, hair.
Very nice.
Refreshing. If I'm starting to feel tired, it does just kind of pick you right back up. Yeah.
And what, another thing I love about it is in glass. Yes. A lot of, even though products say that they're, I'm not knocking plastics. Some plastics are better than other plastics, but the fact that it's in a beautiful glass bottle is just really nice too.
Yes.
Okay. So then what's next, Miss Rebecca?
Next thing is our squalane nectar. And so this is such a beautiful, this is like almost like a silk serum. I mean, I will let you guys see here. It's nice and clear, and it just glides on. A couple of drops of this on the neck and the face at bedtime before you go to bed. Let that really soak into the skin, and you will notice firmer skin in the morning and less redness in your skin just by incorporating this little dynamic powerhouse into your routine.
I love squalane. It's one of my favorites. I've never seen any other product that has squalane, and the fact that it's non-synthetic. Where does squalane come from?
So our squalane comes from sugarcane. And so the natural hyaluronic acid that's in our skin is like a sugar-based molecule. And so because the molecular structure of the squalane comes from sugarcane, your body readily absorbs it. Your body can break it down because it recognizes it, and it doesn't. There's no bioaccumulation. Your body's not trying to attack this. You're not getting any irritation because your body knows what to do with plant-based stuff. It doesn't know what to do with synthetics, which is why we don't use them.
Now, have you noticed your wrinkles? Not that you had any before. I'm not assuming anything. Have you noticed anything?
Yeah, no, I had wrinkles. I had wrinkles here, here, and here. I've noticed a great change, and my husband and my family and friends have noticed that too. And so, you can notice it all day long because we're looking, but when people say, wow, what are you doing? One thing I was going to say, I've noticed a difference with the ones that I have given this to as gifts. With rosacea, it helped tremendously with rosacea. And, that's something that we're always trying to cover up with makeup. It's very emotionally stressful for women to have red faces and red necks and brown spots. And so that's why we're always trying to use a lot of product to cover that up. With that product right there, I have noticed a huge difference in the rosacea. And of course, the makeup, I know we're not talking about it right now, but the makeup covers beautifully until the skincare totally takes care of it. I am shocked at how quickly it works, because most of the products, they tell you it's going to take 3-6 months before you even start to notice a difference. If you're like me, I'm not going to spend 3 to 6 months of my life trying something that is not, making a difference. I saw a difference the very first day.
Yeah.
And so that's
well,
kind of
and that's another thing. There's sometimes you can feel a difference the first day, but then the next morning, everything goes back to normal because it's now being absorbed. One of the things I've learned from Rebecca and Kelly is that some of these products might mimic things working out really quickly. But what they're doing is they're reducing your collagen or giving you more dry skin, so you need more product for it. Rebecca,
Right.
Would you like to elaborate on that?
No, you nailed it right on, 100%. A lot of products, they have essentially liquid plastic on that, so they have a great feel on the face immediately. But that goes back to the film that Dr. Gramith referred to at the beginning. There, it leaves a film on you, and it has depleted your cells' natural moisture structure and natural production of all of the goodness that is in there. And so over time, you may notice that it feels amazing when you first put it on, but it's not really doing anything long term to actually support and improve the quality and texture of the skin.
It's actually hurting you.
Yes.
And we can talk about some of those products later on because I really do want to get all of them in. And of course, I want to talk about the mud. Do we talk about the mud last? Okay. So this is one of my favorites. Because squalane is like, I love them all, but this is really exciting to me.
I know. And so the CoQ10 nectar that she is showing you guys right there is a beautiful like it's an antioxidant moisturizer that glides on beautifully right over the serum. And so this also has the most bioavailable form of hyaluronic acid in it. And that's sodium hyaluronate. And so it really does a beautiful job at making your skin feel firmer instantly there. And that's probably one of the things that Dr. Gramith noticed right away in putting this together, because your body knows how to use the form of hyaluronic acid that is in here. You don't have to put any harsh skin penetrating synthetic ingredients in there, because your body knows how to digest this here. And then the CoQ10 actually slows down the cell oxidation, which means that it keeps your cells longer in better shape instead of breaking down so quickly. And so this is just a really beautiful, beautiful moisturizer. And Dr. Gramith can probably share with you how this moisturizer has differed from every other moisturizer that she has tried out there.
Well, the one thing I've noticed is that my skin is now hydrated. It stays hydrated all day long. Other moisturizers just kind of leave that oily film, or even after if it doesn't leave the film, after a few hours, you're back to dry skin and feel dehydrated again. And so, yeah, I use that. And sometimes it's twice a day. You know, I just love the smell of this stuff and putting it on. And I'm thinking, can I use this too much? Because it's part of my nightly routine. But, you know, sometimes, you know, you want to do it twice a day. I do it twice a day. I don't even know what you recommend as far as how often
you know what, Dr. Gramith, it's because we are so used to having to apply, you know, but when I started first using LillyRose, I noticed that I didn't need as much product, which allowed this product to last a little bit longer than most. I was spending a lot of money on cleansers, and when I first started using LillyRose, I noticed that, and their products that they have, I noticed that melasma started fading away for me when you talk about those brown spots. So I am completely enamored of this. I just love LillyRose. And I want to also talk about the mud too, because this is a little treat. It's a little vacation at night. Here we go.
So this is what I call like a little oxygen facial in a bottle. So like after you cleanse your face, and then you put this little mud mask on once a week. You can do it more if you're having a breakout. You can use it as a spot treatment. But your skin starts feeling almost like warm and tingly, and that's the little cells coming alive. And then like all of the ones that are dying off, it just hurries up and gets those off so that your new, pretty, younger, youthful looking cells come to the surface. And this makes your skin so nice, so firm, so tight, without stripping that natural moisture out of there. And as a professional, I've done almost every single type of mud, clay, peel it off, rip it off kind of mask that's out there. And this mineral mud mask right here is truly just the mineral rich dirt. It's mud, guys. And it is so nutrient dense that it is just feeding those cells, and you really feel it working. When you pull it off, you notice how much firmer and tighter and renewed your skin feels. And Dr. Gramith, what is your take on this mineral mud?
I love that mineral mud, and I have done it twice a week. I know I have not had.
You're an overachiever.
Well, when I started seeing the brown spots disappear, it's like got me so excited. So I am one of those that, can I do more and get it done faster? But no, I just love the way that it feels. It is like a little mini vacation, in a bottle. And when I apply it, now the first time I applied it, you look like you're, covered in some mud. And so a lot of my redneck friends probably would really like that you cover yourself in mud here in Georgia and Alabama. But when you washed it off, and you did get that sensation, just that oxygenation, almost reminded me of the ozone when you spray ozone directly onto the skin, which can be way too harsh for your thin skin. So yeah, no, I absolutely love the mud. It's one of my favorite things next to the serum and the balm. But I love it all. I mean, I just love it all. It's like I can't let myself run out of it. And I'll try to not do it so much to see. But I'm telling you, my skin has never looked so good.
You look great, and I can attest to that. And so I wanted to talk about an event that you're having, Dr. Gramith, in your clinic on February 21st and possibly the 22nd. So would you like to share a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we're going to have wisdom and wine, a little get together for women to come in and kind of pamper themselves and learn all about these amazing products and get to experience them. Because so many times we're so busy in our life taking care of others, we forget to take care of ourselves. And so I talk to women and men all day long about their health and the internal terrain and, you know, how to reverse the disease process. But let's start where the problem typically lies, and it's the things that we put into our mouth, but also the things that we put on our skin. So if we can eliminate those two things and give them options that are much better choices, then I think that we can prevent disease. Most chronic diseases can be prevented with diet and lifestyle changes. I mean, it's up to 85-90% of all chronic disease can be prevented and reversed with those lifestyle changes, the diet lifestyle changes. And one of those very key lifestyle changes are being mindful of what you're putting on your body as much as you are mindful of what's going in your mouth. So
yeah, I love it. And so that is going to,
because we're going to have wine, and it's going to be organic, sulfite free,
nice,
light hors d'oeuvres, and we will have a night of wonderful fellowship and just learning from one another.
I love it. And that wine that I had not too long ago with you was delicious. I really like that.
You're not supposed to talk about that.
Oh, okay.
Have that there.
Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. So the RSVP is for February 14th for this February 21st event on, it's February 21st, 2020. So we're bringing clarity to what we want, not only for our skin, but our mind, our bodies. And so this wine and wisdom is going to be a kickoff to LillyRose Botanicals at Right Way Health and Wellness. And so February 14th was very symbolic. That's the day we love everybody. We tell everybody we love them. But now it's the time to love ourselves. And so please contact Dr. Gramith, and you can reach out to her at 404-474-2100, right? Is that how you RSVP?
Yes, that would be fine.
Okay. Or you can just, if you know her email or cell or whatever, just reach out to her and RSVP for this wonderful event. Kelly, you're going to be there at the event as well, and you have so much energy that you bring in passion. Is there anything that you would like to share with the women and men who are watching today?
No, I just want to say thank you guys so much for what you're doing. And our commitment is that no one is ever harmed by anything we've ever created. And so I just thank you, Jen, and thank you, Lillian, and thank you, Rebecca, for just being outstanding and really help get the word out and the mission out, because it is so important what we put in our mouth and on our body. So I love you.
Wonderful. Okay, so this is part one. Part two, we're going to talk about the makeup and do a little makeover madness later on, as we do at the event on the Wine and Wisdom on February 21st, 2020. And you can go to rightwayhealthandwellness.com, and we're going to continue our conversation, part two. Okay, ladies, thank you, Dr. Gramith. Thank you, Rebecca, Kelly. You guys are amazing. And I'm looking forward to our party, the Wine and Wisdom, pretty soon. Please remember, we'll be right here waiting for you worldwide at whenyouneedafriend.com. This is Lillian McDermott, Jennifer Gramith, Rebecca Black, and Kelli Bono, wishing you love, peace, joy, and unexpected abundance. Make it the best day ever.
expressed on the Lillian McDermott radio show are intended for the individual callers and guests on the program and are presented to our wider audience solely for general educational purposes. Please act responsibly and consult personally with your own medical, psychological, or nutritional expert before taking any steps to improve your life.
Okay, so for those of you who are still, can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. It said that I was muting everybody. I'm like, okay, so for those of you who are still watching, I want to remind you, because this is like the little after party that we do. We talk a little bit, and then we're going to start our other, we're going to do our next class. But just remember, you can find Right Way Health and Wellness at corporate headquarters at 782. Is that the same address still? Is it, because the address on the website, is that the same one? Because I know you just moved.
It's the new address. Yeah, it's the new address.
7824 Hickory Flat Highway.
Yes.
Suite 140, and that is Woodstock, Georgia. So if you're watching this before February 20th and you want to be part of this event, and that's 2020. If you want to be a part of this event, please reach out to Dr. Gramith and her team at 404-474-2100. And so stay tuned, because we're going to, I hope you watch the makeup portion of this, because just as important as not only cleansing our skin, if you want to look radiant, LillyRose Botanicals does the trick. But if you also want to add makeup, at least you know it is toxin-free organic makeup. So until we meet again, say goodbye, ladies.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching.